What's going on, guys? Satsuki the Savage here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Kingdom Chapter 555. Now, I'm reviewing this a day late. The Kingdom translations came out a day late, so I was waiting to do this review Tuesday, but of course that didn't happen, didn't come out to yesterday, and yesterday I had to do some stuff, so I couldn't get to it until today. So here we are. And I want to start off by saying this was a good chapter, but it was a little all over the place. We start off with Kanki, and he is basically isolated from Yotunwa and Ozen, so he doesn't really know about this whole battle of attrition thing until he realizes that I'm not being attacked on all fronts like I was before. Now they're kind of playing it safe. They're still surrounding him, but they're just being on their toes on defense rather than straight up attacking him, because they realize that all they have to do is hold out. All Zhao has to do is hold out, and Quinn will eventually perish because they don't have enough food to last them. So with that in mind, Kanki's officers, and he has a name, just don't remember it, Pencil Mustache Man, he advises Kanki, or he asks Kanki, yo, if we run out of food, can you promise me, or if we only have a day's worth of food left, would you promise me that we just bail the fuck out of here? And then Kanki's like, yeah, pretty much, yeah. Now, I don't know if this is ever going to come into play, but Riboku, he said I'm pretty sure that was last arc. I'm pretty sure it was last arc, that he found out Kanki's weakness, and we never knew what this weakness was. But if I gotta take a jab at it, it's one or two things. It's either the fact that Kanki isn't good in the open field, because he uses trickery and his surroundings to take the advantage over his opponents. He really counters what other generals do. He doesn't really do something himself. So if it's a battle open field where it's just their might versus his, I feel like that might be a weakness to where he isn't really that good at it. Or the other thing could be simply his army isn't an army of soldiers. It's an army of bandits, and he said this himself. And what I mean by that is we seen what Heki did versus the Quan Rong army. We seen that since even though Heki is as average as it gets, since he was able to use fundamental tactics against them, which they're not accustomed to, Heki was able to shine versus the Quan Rong. Now, with Kanki, he said himself, he doesn't have a real army of soldiers. They're bandits. And that also comes to the play, even they can get beat with fundamentals, and also if trouble arises, they're more likely than not to bail the fuck out of there because they're bandits. They're not that loyal to Kanki. They're loyal to Kanki because they get to do whatever they want. They get to pillage or plunder and things of that nature. But if a time ever comes where they are on their last legs, they might just abandon Kanki. And that might be Kanki's weakness, but I'm not trying to be in the theories, but that's just what I think. Then we cut over to Bihei, and this was pretty funny, because Bihei, they know since this is a battle of attrition, they are trying to provoke the other side into making a mistake and fighting them, because they're playing defensively. Zhao is playing defensively. So Bihei, this nigga can't taunt. He just starts yelling as if that's going to provoke them. Now, remember when Shin and that other guy, god damn it, he's from Chu. I forgot his name though. He's from Chu. I remember when he provoked Shin, he flipped them off. He was calling them pussies. That's how you provoke them. Bihei, you need to learn some tips. And then we cut into the HQ camp, I believe, with Ako, Ohan, Shin, Karyotan, the whole lot. And Karyo-ten takes another L. Now, let's count all the L's that Karyo-ten has taken so far. She took a L when her tactics did nothing versus Gyo-eun. She took another L when Shin and Kyokai were basically laying down together, so she loses some romance points against her rival Kyokai. And here she takes another L to Ohan when Ohan basically is just like, bitch, shut the fuck up. I got this, okay? And that's also an L on Shin's part because Ohan basically badmouth your strategist. You're supposed to check him on that, Shin, but whatever, because Ohan, apparently he's the most capable guy when it comes to strategy because he's coming up with all these ideas like we had to take these guys out, we had to crash their left side with our right wing with our right wing and basically make it a gradual chip off. Basically their plan is to take out all four of the generals, which of course, but basically take it one day at a time. Then Shin, he makes this remark like, even if we do that, we're still going to run out of food, so what's the plan then? And that's when Ohan says, that's when we raid the villages for food. This is where Shin's moral high ground is too much because, okay, we got it when he burst out on that one dude when they were raiding the towns after they already conquered them and they were raping women. That, okay, of course I'm 100% with Shin on that one. But this time you're in a war where you have to, is not a matter of, oh, we want to just pillage because we can and we're the conquerors or anything like that. This time it's you pretty much have to or you're dead. You have no other option. There is no alternative. So you either raid these villages for food or you starve to death. So I'm glad even Karyo-ten realized we just have to do it. That's how things are. So the four generals that they had to take out are Chogaryu, Gakue, Gyo-eun, and Banaji. And out of those four, apparently Gakue is the weakest, which is pretty funny considering he's the dude who, he seems like the loudest mouth out of the four of those. He seems like he just talks a lot of shit, and apparently he's the weakest. So he's going to be the target that they have to take out today. Akko said, yo, we got to take this nigga out today. And the Ohan army and the Shin army have to work together to achieve this. He said, there's no room for mistakes. I don't want to hear this bickering shit. You two together, take this man out. So with the combination of Shin and Ohan, they should be able to take out Gakue no matter how strong he is. But then we get a cryptic message that pretty much says that this will be the downfall of Gwen. Then we cut to Riboku and he's meeting up with Banaji. And Kane is there. And listen, before I was indifferent with Kane, I was neutral with Kane. But after this chapter, somebody just needs to just one pimp slap, put her in her place, because she was talking reckless. She was shit talking Banaji, and I'm sitting here like, who the fuck are you? I think it was the last fight we seen Kane in. She got owned by Shin, and yes, it's Shin, and Shin is strong, but it took one sword blow, her ass flew back, almost died. If not for Karyo-ten saving her ass. And now you're shit talking Banaji. He's basically like the fourth pillar in Riboku's army right now. Right now. At least on the left side of Zao. So for you to shit talk him, if I was Banaji, I would have said, bitch, who do you think you are? But beside all that, apparently now Riboku has found out Akko's weakness, which, I mean, do we really care what Akko's weakness is? If he just straight up just kill Akko, we would have been like, oh, because we don't really know. We just kind of got introduced we got introduced to Akko in this arc. So the fact that Riboku has found out his weakness and they told us that's not really, it is significant. It's just the fact that we haven't known Akko enough to even know his tendencies or anything like that. So, okay, good for you, Riboku. But if Akko dies, then more likely than not, Ohan might also be promoted into a temporary general, just like how Moten was, and Moten is controlling the whole left side, and we didn't get to see him in this chapter, which it was disappointed me because Moten is my favorite character. But with Akko's presumed death or incoming death, like I said, I'm presuming that Ohan is going to be the temporary general, since he has all the strategy and the fighting prowess, which Shin doesn't have that yet. But I don't know, because it'll be weird if he controlled the whole right side, and that means he gets to order around Shin, and he can't really control the center, because I'm pretty sure Ozen is still in the center. And the last time we seen, it's been like 12 chapters since we seen Ozen. It's been a while since we seen him. But yeah, if Akko dies, it'll be interesting to see who's going to be the next general up. But like I said, I suspect that to be Ohan, but that's just what I think. But guys, that is it for this chapter review. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. I'm Satsuki the Savage, and I'm out.